Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is managers versus leaders. Imagine you are working in a company. There are two people who stand out. One person makes sure everyone follows rules, timelines are perfect and files are neat and work never stops. Another person always dreams big, like thinks about future, inspires the team to try new ideas and talk about how the company can change the world. The first one is a manager and second one is a leader. And Abraham Zelensky said this beautifully. Managers focus on control and order. Leaders focus on vision, inspiration and passion. So remember, success needs both. Now moving smoothly forward, the biggest difference between managers and leaders is how they handle situation. Managers love order. They want everything neat and organized. If there is a problem, they fix it immediately, even before understanding everything completely. Leaders are different. They don't get scared of chaos. They take time and look at a root of cause and understand everything deeply and then act. Think of it like this: a manager is like an engineer, works step by step. A leader is like an artist, imagines something new. Both create, but in different ways. Now, a natural question comes: can leadership be developed? Society created managers to maintain control and efficiency, but sometimes too much control kills creativity. Leaders need freedom, that is, freedom to think differently, to take risk, and to imagine something nobody has imagined before. So, leadership is not just about following rules, it's about creating new paths. And when leaders create a new paths, they use power. But remember, power is like a fire. If you use it properly, it cooks food. If you misuse it, it burns the house. Power becomes dangerous when you chase quick success and you ignore how others gain influence and you lose control over yourself. That's why organizations try to balance leadership with ethics and teamwork. Now, managers and leaders also think differently. Managers are love logic and control. They work hard and plan properly. They solve problems practically. And they are fair and systematic. But leaders are seen as unique and inspiring, such as must control themselves first before leading others, and also cannot be fully trained. Personality and experience shaped them. For example, a manager organizes a project perfectly. A leader makes a team feel excited and dream bigger. Both are important but different. Now, managers respond to goals. For example, General Motors created the best cars based on what customers already wanted. Leaders create goals such as, for example, Edwin Land, founder of Polaroid, didn't wait for customers to ask for instant photos. He imagined the idea first and made the world want it. So managers follow goals, leaders shape goals. Now managers think of work as a process. They plan, coordinate, negotiate and balance the power, like a diplomats. But leaders think of work as a dream, like they inspire, create a new paths and take risk. Managers maintain order, leaders create energy and vision. Now managers are careful, but they prefer routine and safety. But leaders take risk. They are ready for big challenges if the reward is meaningful. Some people naturally like safe paths. Others enjoy adventure. So that personality shapes their role. Okay. Now, managers prefer group work, avoid emotional involvement and keep harmony. But leaders are emotional. They build strong relationships, sometimes intense and sometimes challenging, but inspiring. Managers focus on how work is done, but leaders focus on why work matters. Now, managers convert conflicts into win-win solution and maintain stability. Leaders inspire strong emotions such as love, loyalty, and sometimes opposition. The outcome may be risky, but progress becomes possible. So, managers keep the ship steady, but leaders decide where the ship should go. So, that's the difference, okay? So, managers means they will order, process and logic and stability. Leaders means vision, creativity, passion and risk. So organizations need both. They are different but equally important. Now imagine two children growing up in a same school. One child has everything such as a supportive family and no financial problems and good marks and everything smooth. life is comfortable and he feels safe in the world. This kind of person usually believes the system works and things are fine and let's follow the rules. Such people often become managers. They like stability and order. Now imagine another child. Life is not easy for him. He has struggles and failures and misunderstandings, and many times he feels like the world is against him. But these challenges make him think differently. He questions everything, like he says, why are things like this? And why can't we change them? These kind of people often become leaders because struggle creates a fire inside them to bring change. So William James gave two names: once born personalities, that is calm, comfortable and happy in the world, and twice born personality means shaped by struggle, driven to transform things. Both are important and both are needed. So how do we leaders actually develop? There are two paths usually grow through. The first one is easy path, by learning through society, like joining a good school and good company and good training and learning to follow the system and guide teams and manage process. This path mostly creates managers. And second one is the challenging path, that is learning through the pain and experience, like someone who builds themselves from failures and maybe from poverty, illness, rejection or obstacles. This makes people strong from inside. These people grow into leaders. So friends, people are not born leaders, they become leaders through life experience. Now the question is, if we want to become leaders, where do we start? The first step is not leading others. The first step is leading yourself. Just sit alone for 5 minutes every day and ask, who am I? What am I good at? And what do I want to improve? And how do others feel around me? Good, comfortable or inspired? Also ask, do I listen to others, or do I try to understand feelings, or do I take responsibility or give excuses? If we don't understand ourselves, how can we guide others? So next step is communication. The great leaders don't shout, they listen. The great leaders don't order, they ask. For example, instead of saying, finish this today, a leader says, what do you think is the best way to do this? Tell me your ideas. So suddenly the other person feels respected, valued and becomes more motivated. Now leaders make people feel like they belong. Imagine you are working in a group project. One team leader constantly points out a mistake. Everyone loses confidence. The another leader says, it's okay, we learned something, next time will be even better. And when someone does a good job, he appreciates them in front of everyone. That kind of leader builds trust, joy and energy. Now, every team gets into fights or disagreements. The next is motivation. Imagine you are in a group project. One leader keeps saying, wrong, wrong, wrong. Everyone loses confidence here. Another leader says, it's okay, mistakes happen, we will do better next time. It gives the good comfort to the team. Just one positive sentence can lift the whole group energy. A leader makes people feel valued. Next, focus on goals. Means in every team, disagreements happen. Two people argue and both think they are right. A real leader doesn't take sides. He listens to both and finds a common point and brings them together. After talking calmly, he says, let's mix both ideas and create something better. So suddenly teamwork returns. That is leadership and turning fights into cooperation. Now, know your team. Every person is different, like strength, weakness and dreams. Good leaders see hidden talents. A teacher sees a shy student drawing beautifully. She gives him responsibility for designing posters for the school events. Slowly the student becomes confident and successful. So leadership is recognizing potential before others notice it. Now, leaders never say someone should do it. Leaders say, let's start. I will go first. For example, there is a garbage outside your street. Everyone complains, but one person gets up on the Sunday morning and gathers some people and start cleaning. Within minutes, others join. That is leadership and taking initiative. Leaders is not about shouting solutions. It's solving problems step by step, like organizing a community event, like what is the problem and what do we need and what are our options and who will do what and when will it be finished. So, clear thinking beats loud talking. Leaders take risk not just for themselves but to build others. For example, a principal asks a young teacher to lead the annual event. Maybe the event won't be perfect, but that teacher learns confidence. That is mentorship and giving others a chance to rise. And finally, can organizations create leaders? Yes, but not by giving classroom training only, not by telling people to sit and take notes. And in real leadership comes from the real experience, such as real responsibility, real guidance from seniors, and real decision making. That's why mentorship creates better leaders than big motivational speeches. So remember, managers maintain what exists and leaders create what does not exist, and both are needed for progress. Inside each one of us, a manager and a leader live together. Life teaches us which one to use and when. So that's it for today's class. If you found this helpful, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe.